Hello students, this is chapter 9, biomolecules. Previously, I have already made 2 videos of it. This is video number 3, and in this video, we'll be discussing about the structure of protein. Now, what are proteins? Proteins are polypeptides. They are linear chains of amino acids, and they are linked with peptide bonds. The structure of amino acids I have already discussed in video number 1. A protein is a heteropolymer. That means it's made up of different types of amino acid, not a homopolymer. Protein carry out many functions in the living organism, like transport of nutrients across the cell membrane. Some fight with infectious organisms, some are hormones, and some act as enzymes. Protein is imagined as a line. You can see over here in this figure. The left end represented by the first amino acid and the right end represents the last amino acid. The left end is known as the N terminal and the right end is known as the C terminal. Collagen is the most abundant protein in the animal world, and ribulose bisphosphate carboxylase oxygenase, that is Rubisco, is the most abundant protein in the whole universe. Next, you can see that these are the different types of amino acids, and these are the different list of different essential amino acids. These are the 2 semi-essential amino acids, and this is the non-essential. The difference between them is already discussed in video 1. Now, let's talk about the structure of protein. Protein structure consists of 3 types, 3 structures: primary structure, tertiary structure, secondary structure, tertiary structure, and the fourth one is the quaternary structure. Primary structure, the sequence of amino acid, that is the positional information in a protein, which is the first amino acid, which is the second and the third, and then so on. They are in a straight line, and it is most inactive structure of protein. Talking about the secondary structure, some portions of the protein thread are arranged in the form of a helix. In protein, only right-handed helixes are observed. Other regions of the protein thread are folded in the form and is also known as secondary structure. That means the secondary structure is of 2 types. It's alpha helix, for example, in hair, nail, keratin, and beta plated, where you find it feathers of birds, scales of reptiles. Third is the tertiary structure. The long portion of the chain is folded upon itself like a hollow woolen ball, giving rise to the tertiary structure. This gives us a 3-dimensional view of a protein. Tertiary structure is absolutely necessary for many biological activities of protein. For example, enzymes. In enzymes, the active site that is there because of the tertiary structure. Then comes the quaternary structure. Some of the proteins, it is made up of 2 or more than 2 polypeptide chain. The best example is that of a hemoglobin. It is made up of 4 subunits. Out of these, 2 subunits are identical. That is the alpha chain. And the other 2 subunits are the beta chain. And in between is the iron molecule. Now let's talk about polysaccharides. Polysaccharides are acid insoluble, and they are all commonly known as carbohydrates. They are also another class of macromolecule. It is found in acid insoluble pool, and the substance don't affect the osmolarity of the cell. They are non-reducing except the right end. Polysaccharides are long chains of sugar. They are homopolymers. They are threads, literally a cotton thread containing different monosaccharides as building blocks. Some examples of polysaccharide, for example, cellulose, chitin. What is cellulose? As I told you, it's a polysaccharide. It's a homopolymer. Cellulose does not contain complex helixes and hence cannot hold iodine. You can see that starch hold is having a helical structure and it can That's why it can hold iodine molecule and turns blue-black in presence of iodine solution. Plant cell walls are made up of cellulose, paper made from the plant pulp, and cotton fiber is also cellulose. Children, you have studied or you have heard about chitin, that is the cell wall is made up of chitin and fungi. It's also in arthropods, the exoskeleton is made up of chitin. Chitin is also a homopolymer, but it's a modified sugar. It is glutamine, that is N-acetyl galactosamine. Talking about starch, as I told you, starch, it is having a helical structure. And cellulose does not have a helical structure. It is a variant of glucose. It is a homopolymer. It is a storehouse energy in the plant tissue. And because it's having a helical structure, it can hold iodine molecules into it and thus turn into glucose. The next example is that of glycogen. In animals, that's another variant of polysaccharide. It's again a homopolymer, and the animal starch stored in liver and muscle, and it gives red color with iron. Inulin, that's a polymer of fructose, and it is used to check kidney function. So with this video is over, and in the next video, I'll be discussing about the structure of. Thank you.